Hi, good morning if you're in the southern hemisphere, and good evening if you're in the northern hemisphere. We get about a third of our viewers from the northern hemisphere, but I'm in Perth, Western Australia, so this is Sunday morning here. An old-time Perth, Australia do everything suburban family doctor for 53 years, with my own mental health addiction dual diagnosis clinic for 5 years in Perth's addiction epicentre. Altogether I had around 500,000 consultations, home and hospital visits. I saw and helped with every local type of health problem, all sorts of infections, diseases and injuries, help 800 babies into the world, did many tonsillectomies, appendectomies and vasectomies, and helped thousands with broken hearts, broken minds or broken families. I found there are no perfect mums, dads, families, homes, streets, schools or communities. So everyone had had some childhood suffering which caused everyone to have mild, moderate or severe mental health problems. And the sooner they found and fixed those problems, the better. To get a happier, healthier life, the three most helpful things are to grow your mental health, to build enough good relationships and to avoid addictions. And the great worldwide disaster was how badly these three very important things were managed. So how could we best help with these three most important but poorly managed things? The same as we do with most personal things today, with effective, mostly self-help tools. Today we have very good tools for everything except for mental health and addictions, where the two tools both have big weaknesses. Consultations with mental health professionals are slow, labour-intensive, too costly and cause long waiting lists on which people suffer. So their problems cause more problems that get worse and worse and harder to help, which makes waiting lists longer and longer, then things get even worse. And the second tool was swallowed, gut-absorbed medicines, tablets and capsules that work too slowly, and many are addictive, which enables pharmaceutical companies to sell much more medicine and boost their profits. So over 22 years I've developed a comprehensive package of 10 mental health tools, all under constant review, with some still requiring more work. The 10th tool, the Mental Fix-It Scroll Plus, is a massive breakthrough. What makes us most happy, healthy and stops us crashing is being mentally healthy. Mentally healthy people are mostly happy, mostly function and perform well, and mostly get what they need and want. But mental ill health causes great unhappiness and poor functioning, which gives rise to troubled relationships and families, childhood trauma, poor education and employment, low incomes and poor housing, weak immune systems and sicknesses, addictions, crime and wars. What the world most needs now is a global mental health revolution. And there's a great opportunity now for a new company to fairly simply make the world a far better place by providing great self-help mental health tools on phones. websites, 7 to 60-second videos, under a minute videos, live streaming, scrolling plus, and apps, and replacing the $48 billion a year of very profit-focused mental health medicine with very user health-focused medicines. My 10 self-help, low-cost, convenient mental health tools that help troubled people early, anytime, anywhere in 5 to 20 minute convenient free phone sessions include to understand, to find and understand all their mental health and addiction wants, needs and solutions, include smilefixit.com, at which you will see over 100 7 to 60-second videos, hundreds of live stream clips, Mental Fixit Scroll Plus, a Mental Fixit app, and the video Great Advantages of Non-Addictive, Tasty, Tongue-Absorbed Powder Medicines in Pocket Powder Dispensers. See that at smilefixit.com, smilefixit.com. Effective mental health medicine started in 1949 with anti-mania lithium, 1952 tranquilizer antipsychotic Largactil, and 1957 antidepressant Tofranil. Tragic, costly, long-stay mental hospitals all over the world emptied and pharmaceuticals exploded. In 50 years, 2,000 to 3,000 medicines were developed for all human illnesses, and pharmaceuticals became the world's most profitable field. Exploded. Pharmaceutical companies often avoid competitive low-profit generics by developing and pushing new, so they claim, costly new patented medicines. But so many areas of medicines have been exhausted that finding new medicines is now like looking for a needle in a haystack. So costly new patented medicines are seldom truly better. Speed is often critical, and the fastest way to get relief is to carry medicine as powder in pocket dispensers, and anytime, anywhere when needed, quickly drop the powder medicine on your tongue and suck it so it gets into your tongue's blood supply in 5 minutes and starts working. This is a pocket powder medicine dispenser. You carry the powder medicine that's right for you in your pocket, and anytime, anywhere, you whiz it out and drop some on your tongue. Cutting problems every time they start greatly reduces suffering, and it also starts to weaken triggers and electrical and chemical drivers, so weakens the problems and helps far more than swallowed gut-absorbed tablets and capsules that take 30 to 60 minutes to start working and 1 or 2 hours to work strongly. So usually have to be taken 1 to 3 times every day in case they're needed, not just when they're needed. And powder has the great advantage that you can combine 2, 3 or 4 powders easily, and that combination powder simultaneously gives wide benefits at a low cost, better than 2, 3 or 4 separate tablets. Powder dose sizes are also much more flexible, so you can vary your dose size much more easily until you find what amount gives you your best effect with the least side effects. With tablets and capsules, it's so much harder to get exactly your right dose, which depends on how much you weigh, how quickly you absorb it, how sensitive you are to it, and how quickly your liver breaks it down and how quickly your kidneys excrete it. And if you don't get enough medicine, it doesn't work well, and if you get too much medicine, it gives you side effects. So getting exactly the right dose is almost as important as getting exactly the right medicines. And finding which medicines will help you most is easy and fast with the Mental Fix It app or Scroll Plus at smilefixit.com. An example of my far better powder medicine combinations is Calm Fast non-addictive calming powder medicine in pocket dispensers. See the 64-second video Calm Fast 3, 6 and 12 non-addictive calming powder medicines. Tasty Calm Fast 3.2 ml doses combine calming, muscle relaxing, craving cutting baclofen 3 milligrams, calming antidepressant mirtazapine 2 milligrams, and feel good endorphins chemistry boosting microdose naltrexone 3/4 milligram. Dropped in seconds from a pocket dispenser onto and sucked and absorbed by your tongue, Calm Fast 3 powder starts working in 5 minutes and soon causes taste conditioning, then starts working in seconds as soon as you taste it. It calms the upper disorders, worry, anxiety, sleep disorders, post-traumatic stress disorder, post-traumatic evil focus disorder, and irritability anger disorder. It may ease bad habits such as workaholism, big spending, gambling, and porn addiction. It cuts craving for the addictive downers alcohol, benzodiazepines, Valium, Serofax, and Xanax, and Zolpidem, Ambien, and Stilnox, marijuana, heroin, and addictive painkillers. On morning waking, drop 1 dose of Calm Fast 3 on your tongue per 20 to 30 kilograms or 44 to 66 pounds of your weight. Then repeat it 4 to 8 hourly as needed, however much makes you feel best. Once you find how much works best, the same amount from less doses of stronger Calm Fast 6 or 12 may be more convenient and is lower cost. Then prevent relapses by always carrying a Calm Fast dispenser and by finding and fixing the causes of your problems by often doing a few minutes Scroll Plus or Smile at smilefixit.com, or by downloading and often doing the free Mental Fix It app check and watching under a minute videos it recommends. Examples of the Scroll Plus 88 wants, needs and solutions, there are 88 of them, that enable you to quickly race through everything and find everything that's important for you, and instantly see a 7 to 20-second video that immediately gets you started on understanding and getting healthier and happier, is the fifth group, which has 8 out of the 88 items, and is called Good Relationships Are Almost as Important as Mental Health and Depend on Being Mentally Healthy. So the items in that group, Good Relationships, the first item is greatly increase your happiness and health with enough good close relationships. And if you tap that, you immediately see a very short video. During hundreds of thousands of years living in nature, our ancestors were never lonely. They lived very close together in small groups with no brick walls separating them. Loneliness is now common and as damaging as 15 cigarettes a day, so build enough good relationships. And if that very short video is helpful for you, then it has a link to 2 1-minute videos. One is just called Relationships, and the other is called Fix Unhappy Isolation. The second item in the relations group is to have good relationships, be a good person who recognizes good people and recognizes compatibility and incompatibility. It's so important to be able to recognize good people and to recognize whether you're compatible with them or not, because you may not be compatible with some good people. And if you tap on that item, you see an immediate 7 to 20-second video which tells you, for a good life, be a fair, honest, warm, cooperative, decent person who recognizes other good people and recognizes which good people they are and aren't compatible with. And if that very short video helps you, then it has links to 2 1-minute videos. One is be an honest, fair and decent person, selfish people are losers, and the other is avoid the loneliness and isolation of deafness. The third item in relationships is to have a better life, become a better communicator. And if you tap on that, you immediately see a very short video which tells you life is much better when you clearly understand other people's messages and feelings, and other people clearly understand your messages and feelings. Faces and voices are windows into feelings and responses, so learn to watch and read faces and listen to and feel voices and manage your facial expressions. And if that's helpful for you, then it has a link to a 1-minute video, Become a Good Communicator. Item 4 of Scroll Plus on relationships is to be healthy, happy and have good relationships. Find and be your true self. And if you tap on that, you see the video which tells you life is much better if you can feel, think and act in ways that are natural for you. So get a life where being your true natural self doesn't cause problems, because not being your true natural self causes many problems. And if that a very short video helps you, then it has a link to 2 1-minute videos. One, it says understand yourself your decisive first year, your parents, grandparents, and great parents. And the second one is headed, get healthy, happy, and strong by finding and being your true natural self. The fifth item in Scroll Plus under relationships is, has anything ever stopped me, or is anything stopping me from being my true self? Am I being my true self? And if you tap on that, the very short video tells you, if you're often uncomfortable or have many clashes, disappointments, or failures, are you in a relationship or a situation that stops you from feeling, thinking, behaving, having, and avoiding in ways that are natural for the true you? The sixth item in Scroll Plus under relationships says, be close to at least some people who are natural and comfortable when you are natural and comfortable. If you tap on that, you see an instant video which tells you, for hundreds of thousands of years, humans adapted to living their whole life in nature, very close to the same group of 30 to 150 people, many of whom were extended family and similar. So we're most comfortable when some of those around us are also comfortable. The seventh item, a hug a day keeps the doctor away. If you tap on that, you see an instant micro video which tells you, for hundreds of thousands of years, human bodies, minds, genes, chemistry adapted to living their whole life with the same close group of 30 to 150 people with no brick walls separating them. Many were extended family, and closeness, love and affection with similar people is very helpful. If that micro video is helpful for you, it has a link to a 1-minute video, Get Enough Closeness, Caring, Touching and Love. Item 8 in Scroll Plus under relationships says, make difficult relationships easier and better. And if you tap on that, you see a micro video that tells you, if there are people close to you who you can't avoid but you're very different from, it helps if you can find some good things about them that you respect, and think and talk about those good things when you're with them. Anytime, anywhere on your phone at smilefixit.com, tap Scroll Plus and scroll one or more of the 9 groups of items in a few minutes, tapping any items that are important for you to immediately see 7 to 20-second videos to get immediate help and understanding. There's no faster, better, lower cost, more convenient way to understand mental health problems and to find out about your mental health problems than to watch under a minute videos. As a family doctor for 53 years, or for 48 years with 5 years as a dual diagnosed mental health and addiction doctor, I found that many people got very little mental health help, and almost nobody got enough mental health help. And that was because the 2 mental health help tools both had major problems. consultations were too slow, too labour intensive, so too costly, and there were long waiting lists on which people suffered and got worse. And some went to prison, some went to hospital, and some died. And eventually I realized that what the solution had to be was to enable people to help themselves with self-help tools. If people could help themselves to some extent, then the waiting lists would disappear and they'd be able to get the professional help that they needed quickly. And it's so important to get that help quickly and early, because problems cause more problems that cause more problems, and things get more and more complicated and difficult and take longer and longer to sort out, or may even become impossible to sort out. So I realized that I needed to build self-help tools, and at first I didn't fully realize how important it was that the self-help tools should be very convenient and very fast and very affordable. But gradually, over 22 years, I learned those things, and now my main tools, self-help tools, are on your phone, so you can use those tools anytime, anywhere, in a few seconds. And the tools include, first of all, the Mental Fix-It app, and or Scroll Plus, which enable you to find what your particular problems are very quickly. And then the tools include 7 to 20 second videos, and then under a minute videos, 88 7 to 20 second videos, 83 under a minute videos. And then they include the Mental Fix-It app, which you can download on your phone, and it's free. Just go to the App Store or Google Play and download the Mental Fix-It app. And the tools also include live streaming, and there are I do live streaming 3 times a week, usually 7 p.m. Wednesday and Friday Perth time, and 9 a.m. Sunday Perth time. And we save the more important parts of the live streaming, so there are now hundreds and hundreds of items of live streaming that you can visit through YouTube or TikTok. Yeah, there are other tools, but they're the main ones. Okay, so it's time for me to go. I'll be back again on Wednesday and Friday at 7 p.m. Perth time, then again next Sunday at 9 a.m. Perth time. Please send me your comments, questions and criticisms via the platform that you watch this live streaming from, and or email me. I always respond to emails. You can find the email address at my website, smilefixit.com, smilefixit.com.
Facial expressions, and if that's helpful for you, then it has a link to a 1-minute facial expressions, and if that's helpful for you, then it has a link to a 1-minute video, Become a Good Communicator. Item 4 of Scroll Plus on relationships is to be healthy, happy and have good relationships. Find and be your true self. And if you tap on that, you see the video which tells you life is much better if you can feel, think and act in ways that are natural for you. So get a life where being your true natural self doesn't cause problems, because not being your true natural self causes many problems. And if that a very short video helps you, then it has a link to 2 1-minute videos. One, it says understanding facial expressions, and if that's helpful for you, then it has a link to a 1-minute video, Become a Good Communicator. Video. An example.
Lonely people tend to get weak, sick and old.